Welcome everybody to this varsity matchup between the Tindley Tigers and the University High School Trailblazers. As a reminder, please keep your masks on and maintain social distancing as we try to create a healthy and safe environment for everybody here. And now, rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups, beginning with the Tindley Tigers. A 5'5" senior, number 5, Zion Smiley. A 5'3" senior, number 12, Jaya Akers. A 5'4" senior, number 23, Ania Washington. A 5'8" senior, number 32, Khalees Cobb. And a 6'2" senior, number 55, Jaden Akers. The head coach for the Tigers is Nicholas Carruthers. And now for the University High School Trailblazers. A 6-foot sophomore, number 00, Kelsey Du Bois. A 5'5" sophomore, number 12, Cameron Washington. A 5'5" sophomore, number 13, Peyton C. Sophomore, number 32, Jordan Patterson. And a 5'7" senior, number 4, Sierra Hines.
Let's go, Blazer girls. Gotta fight for it.
Coming live here from University High School. As the Trailblazers win the tip, it is a varsity matchup here between the Trailblazers and Tindley.
Yes. And going into this game,
the
Blazers are 7-0, having a great season, despite losing some key players in their roster last year.
Mostly sophomores here in the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Actually, 4 or 5 are sophomores, so a young team that's still developing but is ready to win right here and right now. So we're excited to be here for this game.
Yeah, and they've had some great wins against Brebeuf and Guerin, and even an 80-point win against Anderson Prep. So
it's we're excited to. We're excited to be able to broadcast this game.
And we were supposed to broadcast our game. Sorry, I'm having some difficulty.
Rebound, there you go.
Yes, the rebound. Also draws the foul.
And so.
Yeah, we were supposed to cast the girls' game before the boys' game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Against Liberty Christian,
Saturday.
But that game unfortunately got canceled. But I've been really excited to see this team live. They've been playing great this season, and on the offensive end, they're led by senior Sierra Hines
Go in.
and
There you go.
sophomore
Go.
Kelsey Du Bois.
That's nice going.
Yes. So pick up the first points here.
Yeah, that's from Jordan Patterson there with the jumper as the Trailblazers put on the press. And what's been so impressive so far about these Trailblazers has really has been their defense is just tremendous. I think they gave up 6 points against Anderson Prep. That's not very many points.
And just across the board, that all their results have resulted in the opposing teams averaging a lot lower points than they usually do.
Yeah.
And I believe some defensive stats for the Blazers. Sophomore Cameron Washington and Peyton Shea are averaging around 3.4 steals a game, and I believe Kelsey Du Bois is averaging around 2 blocks a game as well. So those 3 sophomores really stepping it up on the defensive end for the Blazers. And again, similar to just like last season, the Blazers like to keep a high press, and forcing a lot of turnovers and a lot of fast break points.
Yeah, and right there we see the good.
Sure about that. Mysterious.
Sorry for the spottiness of the stream again. We're having a lot of issues
But
technology-wise over here. But
there we see the
just get right back to
Trailblazer
it.
defense as they've put the locks on every single team they've played so far, and we're seeing it so far. As no points allowed here in the first couple minutes.
All right, good idea.
There's an early turnover there for the Trailblazers. And back into the press they go.
Jordan Patterson on the ball now for the Blazers. Gets the steal. Patterson down to Washington in the post. Tries to get it down there at least. And Blazers back in the press again. Tigers managed to break it and get a look on the fast break.
Good
Kelsey Du
defense
Bois
there.
stays straight up.
Yeah, good defense there.
Du Bois bringing the ball up the floor. Goes immediately down to the post. A good feed by C. Draws the foul.
And the Trailblazers will go to the line. Something is important when you're
A transition team.
a transition team or a defensive team.
Forcing other teams to foul in order to avoid wide open layups.
That's right.
As Du Bois hits the first free throw.
And the Trailblazers take a 3-0 lead.
Nil.
A little soccer terminology.
Yeah. And Du Bois misses the second. As Tindley brings the ball back up the court. Oh, great look.
Great, even better defense there from the Trailblazers.
But that was a good pass from Zion Smiley.
That was right there. That was a great adjustment there from Kelsey.
And Du
He
Bois pulls up.
leaves it a little short there, but it was a good adjustment in transition to pop over and defend that shot, block it, and make it too difficult to make. As
and
Tindley's still yet to score.
And this team plays very fast, as we've seen so far. And it's been working.
Yeah, they're
This
forcing,
season, though.
they're forcing Tindley to take shots they probably prefer not to take, as we've seen there. And
Patterson with a great take with her left. And I feel everybody on this in the starting lineup at least can really push the ball up the floor in transition. They have no issues handling it and getting good looks. So
even Kelsey, who functions kind of as the center, is
able to bring the ball up the
we've
court.
seen it twice
Confident
already.
taking jumpers.
Right.
Yep. Good defense from Hines there to get a contest.
And so far, I believe Tindley is 0 for 6.
And Tindley has been 5 for 5 this season. They've had a solid season as well.
Yeah. Traditionally, this has been a very contested matchup. So
For both programs.
Yeah, for both programs.
And, feeding Du Bois down low, out to Patterson, who hits the three. Look at that. A good three from Patterson right there.
Yeah, and there we saw something a little bit different. They took it up the floor slow, passed it around, found an open.
Washington called for the foul there. I thought that was pretty clean, but
I don't know. Yeah.
That's all right.
that happens when you press a lot. You'll get those calls every once in a while. So we'll
I
see how that goes.
suppose it is illegal now to grab the ball out of somebody's hands. So as the Tigers bring it up in transition, and they will turn it over. I believe thinking about that shot was Washington. Thought about it for a second, didn't, and then tossed it out of bounds as the Trailblazers have the ball back with an 8-0 lead.
Moving the ball around. Washington now has the ball up top. Brings it in a little bit. Kicks it to Patterson. Down to Du Bois.
That's going to be
Du Bois
a
draws
foul
a foul there. And
I believe that's going to be, I don't know who that's on. It is on. Not sure. All right, moving on.
C from the elbow. Doesn't quite go in. Gets called for over the back.
Okay.
But we like to see C going for those rebounds. She's actually been averaging around 9.3 rebounds a game so far, which is really good for a guard.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Is she the leading rebounder?
No, Kelsey Du Bois is the leading rebounder for the Blazers, averaging 11.6 rebounds a game. And actually, an average of 4.9 of those rebounds are coming from the offensive end. And these are stats according to Max Prep, so it's based on that accuracy, but I believe that's right. And 4.9 offensive rebounds a game from Kelsey Du Bois is really big for this team, creating second chances.
Yeah, filling the gap the Trailblazers lost with the departure of Lindsay Syrick, who's playing Division I basketball.
NJIT.
So they've been able to kind of effortlessly just transition as Tindley gets their first points of the day.
Shea with a nice little take to the bucket there.
Let's go,
C, sorry. I keep it high. Great defense from Hines there.
Yeah, and
good help from Du Bois.
This reminds me a little bit of the Colts defense. If anyone here watches NFL football, just 4 people sold to the ball every single time, and you can see why so few points are given up.
And back to basketball.
I was on basketball.
C gets another 2 points through contact there.
It was an analogy. I thought it was a good analogy.
No, I just don't watch enough football.
Well, that's your loss.
That's my loss.
Yeah. As the possession will stay with the Tigers. The Trailblazers have opened. Oh my God! The Trailblazers have opened up an early 10-point lead.
And on most of these possessions, the Trailblazers have either forced a steal or a deflection at the very least.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's for
three. Another good one. Ends up stepping out of bounds there, but Tindley's starting to get some looks, some open looks, which is what they need right now. As junior Abby Hannon subs in for Kelsey Du Bois here. And she's also made a lot of improvement from last season. Her finishing has gotten a lot better, as well as her rebounding.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to see such a young team. Really only one senior on this team.
And then C gets the turnover there.
Good hustle there from Sierra Hines to get back on transition defense.
And that steal was from number 12, Jaya Akers on the Tigers. And good prediction from her to get that steal.
Thinks about it, moving to the left out to Sierra. Sierra for 3, just a little
doesn't
short.
hit it, but she's been hitting threes this season.
But she gets the ball back, and now the Trailblazers are back in transition.
And C gets another open layup.
Man,
and they get.
This has to be frustrating for the Tigers. Hands are always active. I mean, that's about as open of a shot that they've gotten all, besides the easy transition layup they got just a moment ago. But that's pretty much the easiest shot they've gotten in.
And Abby Hannon recovers it. Oh, couldn't quite finish there. But fights back for the ball. Forces the jump. Good hustle from Abby Hannon there not to give up on the ball.
The possession is going to be with the Tigers. But regardless, that's going to give the Trailblazers another opportunity to. Oh, maybe not. No press. Just kidding. The Trailblazers are just going to go back to this.
And with about a minute remaining, the Blazers have a 14-4 lead over the Tigers here.
Going into a 2-3 zone, pressuring at the top of the key, or I'm sorry, at the half break line, and it's deflected off of Sierra Hines.
Now Tindley inbounds the ball. Good shot fake there. Can't quite get an open look.
Fouls called.
On Ariane Sherrod.
Huh. I don't know.
She did a pretty good job of not letting letting number 5 from Tindley, Zion Smiley, get a good wide open reversal.
Yeah, I mean,
but
make him earn at the line, I guess. But I thought it was
maybe
really good defense. Yeah.
Smiley hits the first.
Replay. I don't know what that was.
Here we go, rebound. Here we go.
Smiley hits both free throws, which is very good for the Tigers here, bring them up to 6 points. As Washington brings up the ball for the Blazers, out to Patterson on the left side. Patterson's dribbling the ball, going left.
High screen and
goes for can't quite finish through the contact there.
Tigers now in transition, step back 3, and that is good. That was a very nice move.
A nice shot from Nia Washington
and that's
there.
going to be really a long 2.
And I believe she's second in scoring for the Tigers this season, averaging around 14.8 points a game. So Blazers definitely have to watch out for her and not let her get any more open looks.
And that is the end of the first quarter, with the Trailblazers, after opening up a very quick 10-point lead, being cut to 6. And we're going to take a quick look at that step back 2 again from the Tigers. It was ruled a 2.
Oh.
From here, it looked like a 3.
I thought that was. I guess I thought in my head that was 3 because it looked.
Regardless, though, it was a nice move as you see us now on camera. Hello, everybody.
Hello. So
welcome.
The Blazers out to a nice start. With the press has really been brutal for the Tigers, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think that's been the case for most teams going against the Blazers here, as they just play so quickly and have active hands on defense. And I know they work a lot on that.
It's been suffocating. So. It was a suffocating press so far here. Yeah, it always is a 2. Yeah, so. So Trailblazers, and that step back long 2
from Washington
from Washington there. Hopefully, in the mind, at least in the minds of the Tigers, that can kind of serve as some momentum. You know, they came back. It's been Trailblazers really dominated early, and we'll have to see if they can make any adjustments here coming out of the quarter and make this really a close game coming into this beginning of the second half.
And Washington has the ball for the Blazers now, and little low of a pass to Hines on the wing there.
It's okay, girls.
And the Blazers will definitely be hoping to start trying to bury the Tigers here in the second. That way they can keep up the pressure in the next half.
And it's going to be a travel there,
Forces the travel, and they really like to press up on that 2-3, like you said earlier, Ben.
Were you a fan? Did you like man-to-man or zones?
It really just depends on what team we're playing against.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and so I could see I like both. I guess.
Nice
great take from Abby Hannon there.
Finish. Yeah, nice finish. There's the Trailblazers.
Let's
8.
go.
And the Tigers, they return the favor.
Quick drive from Darren Hood, and she's had a great season as well, averaging around 16 points a game, and the Tigers are going to hope to get her going soon. They need to update the score, and they have. Okay, Tigers now back within 8. Ariane Sherrod from the right wing, a little short. Sherrod has hit a couple threes this season, but.
All right, keep hustling. Gotta keep shooting.
Fortunately, that was not one of them, as the Tigers will inbound the ball and look to shrink this lead to just 4.
The foul is
called a
called.
foul.
Is that called? I didn't quite hear him.
I don't know who it was called on, but I don't know where the foul was.
Number 20. Number 32, Jordan Patterson. Is that? They haven't updated on the scoreboard.
I guess.
Sherrod, good contest there.
Jump ball.
Oh.
The possession arrow is going to stay here with the Tigers.
And that's good hustle there from number 32 on the Tigers, Khalees Cobb,
As
forcing the jump
Du
ball
Bois-
there.
As Kelsey Du Bois comes back in for Abby Hannon.
All right, Abby, all right. Let's go, Blazers.
Another step
takes a
back,
shot.
just a little too strong. But the Tigers are able to get the rebound here on the offensive glass, create second chance opportunities. But the Trailblazers will get the turnover, and they have a chance to change it, get it to a 9-point lead here with a shot from behind the arc.
Blazer girls, you gotta fight for it.
Sherrod on the wing, back up to Washington on the top of the key. To see in the right side. Sherrod for another look at three. Couldn't quite get it.
Get back.
The Tigers are now in transition. A nice little move there, but unable to get it to go.
And
I believe that was deflected.
I like that from
yes,
number 13 Darren Hood on the Tigers, not letting the Blazers get set back in their 2-3 and really pushing
Yeah.
the ball forward quickly.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised the Trailblazers changed out of their press. That's a 3 there from the Tigers. But
Sherrod recovers the ball for the Blazers up to C.
but I'm surprised that they kind of went out of the press. The Tigers weren't really able to score any points in it. I don't know.
Washington now has the balls for the Blazers, swings it out to Sherrod. Down to Hines in the corner. Looks at the boys, doesn't quite get it there. Sherrod does go.
Hines for 3.
Hines for 3,
Yes.
and it's good.
And there you go. There's that 9-point game. And that's a big 3 here. We'll see if the Trailblazers can get back to that, get a couple more defensive stops and change some momentum again, as the Tigers kind of had it rolling there for a couple minutes. A long shot there from Akers. Was unable to get it to go.
And now Washington has the ball for the Tigers, turns it over. It's a good steal from Sierra Hines. Decides to take it up on the fast break. Retracts the foul. And that foul was on number 13 for the Tigers, Darren Hood. Hines hits the first at the line, giving the Blazers a double-digit lead. And Ariane Sherrod is subbed out for number 32, Jordan Patterson, for the Trailblazers. She had a really good couple minutes there in this quarter.
Hines hits the second. Trailblazers take an 11-point lead. Trailblazers now into a man-to-man defense out of their zone. A little bit higher pressure.
Again, forcing Smiley to pick up the ball there, and then leading to another turnover for the Tigers.
And the Tigers, be it in the press or in that man-to-man, have really not been able to.
Yeah, and I like how just when they started being more comfortable, as Hines goes for the 3 here, hits it again. Another 3 from Sierra Hines.
Yeah, she drained both of those. Looking very confident from behind the arc.
She
As
is
the Tigers
a
take a
good shooter all
timeout
throughout
here.
the
4
season.
minutes to go in this second quarter. And now for a replay.
We're still working.
Yeah, we're still working. Just a reminder that okay, and
I guess that was the replay.
yeah, and actually that replay was brought to you by Chipotle, one of Taco Bell's competitors. It was bad, it's inferior Taco Bell. As a reminder to get your $5 chalupa box at all participating Taco Bell locations.
And now, back to the game. I like that just when the Tigers were getting used to that 2-3, the Blazers decided to switch it up and go into that high-pressure man defense, forcing another turnover and then leading to another open three.
Yeah, and it went from
they really
picked up 6 quick points from that.
Blazers able to play multiple defenses and still maintain the fast pace that they like to play at.
Yeah, and not really letting the Tigers get comfortable in anything.
Yep.
Changing it up frequently enough that as soon as they make an adjustment, Trailblazers have something new up their sleeve.
Assuming we have a playoffs this season, judging based off how the Blazers have played so far, I can see them going far in the postseason.
For sure. I don't know who our sectional competitors are, but last year, unfortunate, good defense there as the Tiger coach was unhappy with the lack of a call there. As Du Bois appeared, I thought she went straight up. I don't know. Maybe I'm a homer, but I thought that was a pretty good call.
Yeah, I thought she stayed straight up.
Yeah, the Tigers here will run a set piece.
Hood now has the ball. Guarded by Washington up top. And she has a nice take left.
Yeah, she does.
She got an open look, just couldn't quite finish there. A little off balance. Oh. And a good steal from Akers there for the Tigers.
Unable to finish.
Hood couldn't quite finish, and you can see the surprise on her face at herself.
Yeah. And we are back and forth now as the Trailblazers don't want to make it.
The boys gets an offensive rebound, tries to get another look.
Talking about that earlier, but active hands there from the Trailblazers, almost forcing it loose as we now move into just over 3 minutes left, and
a high pressure forcing another turnover. Good on-ball defense from Patterson and off-ball from C.
Yeah, and they've done a great job of sticking hands out, just making sure that the Tigers just aren't comfortable. And a lot of these,
Hines tries to feed the boys in the post, wasn't quite open. She had a couple people on her.
Yeah, while some of these turnovers may appear relatively unforced from Tindley, in reality, they all have been as a result of this high-pressure defense from the Trailblazers, which has really plagued every single team that they've played this year. And Anderson Prep only scoring like 8 points. So
Boyd is now bringing the ball up the court, looks for Hines up top, passes to Washington, and that's great ball movement from the Blazers on the fast break, starting with Kelsey Du Bois, pushing the ball up the floor.
Yeah, and a chance here to make it a 16-point lead for the Trailblazers.
That is Chuck, the elusive Chuck Webster.
She'll take 2 shots.
I mean, I know you're in the middle of an epic production right now.
Hits the first.
A little bit of luck of the Irish there on the rim.
That's what they say.
That's what they used to say that in, I can't remember what 2K it was. Maybe it was NBA Jams. I loved that game.
That's a great game. Washington hits both.
No luck needed for that one as the Trailblazers take a 16-point lead.
And Blazers a good free throw shooting game, which works well with their play style.
Yeah, and back into the press.
Really taking it to the other defense.
Yeah, and as we were seeing,
Tindley gets an open look on the fast break.
Get that one.
A nice jumper from Anaya Washington. Oh, finds Hines in the corner. Tries to kick it back out. And I gotta say, Ben, the Tigers have been increasing the pressure on the defensive end for them as well.
Yeah, they
forcing a lot more turnovers, not giving any open looks. Washington goes for another three.
Just short.
Couldn't quite get it. But she has been hitting this game.
Yeah. A nice move. Unable to get to go, but
recovered by the boys. Gets the offensive putback.
Yep, and we were talking earlier about her ability to get offensive rebounds, and there we saw it. Bringing it back to a 16-point lead.
Smiley couldn't quite get the shot there.
That's going to be a foul. The Trailblazers, number 13, Peyton C.
For the Tigers, Cobb got that offensive rebound. And she will be going to the line for 2 now. Hits the first. is now 28 to 13. It should be 28 to 13 for the Blazers in the Blazers' favor.
It is.
And couldn't quite hit the second. Du Bois gets the rebound and is now taking the ball up the court. Passes it up to Washington for the Blazers. Now to Patterson on the right wing. Back to Washington on the top of the key. And Hannon is in the high post. Cuts down to into the low block. Out to Du Bois on the high post. Couldn't quite get the jumper in. But I like the way that Hannon and Du Bois work together in the post. They're good at moving. They
were able to string
They
together.
have good off-ball movement.
Ooh,
Rotating.
a forceful rejection there from Du Bois.
And that was a great one.
Yeah, the clear message was not in my house, and she's able to get the offensive rebound there and put it back in. Yeah, I would say that was a fairly great couple plays there for Du Bois. They able to get the offensive rebound.
Not as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Rebound, block. Easy 2 points.
Yeah.
I like to see.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Blanding is. You can't tell over there, but he is absolutely ecstatic.
You can't tell even if he didn't have a mask on.
Yeah.
He's a stoic figure.
Right now, he's about as animated as he gets.
Arms crossed.
Yeah.
A pillar of greatness.
Yes, I think.
And he is a great coach.
He is tremendous. And you seem to have missed the foul.
And that one was on Du Bois, but I think that was her first, so don't have to be too worried about her getting too many, at least in this first half. As Hood hits the first
We'll
see if Hood
second
hit the second and bring it within 15 here for the Tigers. Hits the second, and the Tigers, I gotta say, they're still trying to stay in this game. They're not rolling over like a lot of other teams that the Blazers have played against.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. 15 points. While it's a substantial margin. If one team can do it in the first half, the other can do it in the second.
Find hand in the post with a nice little drop step. Oh, didn't get right on the layup there. As Smiley brings it back up quickly for the Tigers
Nice
with a
finish.
nice little finish.
And that was that was great defense by the Trailblazers. Right there, Jordan Patterson was able to block her off from the.
That was a strong take.
Yeah, it was a really strong take. But she.
And they forced the turnover from Du Bois there on the offensive end.
Yeah, but Patterson was able to block her off from the basket, force her to her right away, and she was able to make a fading
I
fading
didn't
shot.
want to call it like a baby hook, because I couldn't quite see it from here, but it looked like a baby hook.
It did look like a baby
Like a
hook.
little runner.
Yeah, and now into the halftime report brought to you by Taco Bell. Taco Bell sponsorship yet, so once we do, if anybody owns a Taco Bell,
That's watching right now.
yeah, that's watching right now, we would really appreciate that. But
Going into the half, the Blazers have a 13-point lead, which is actually closer than a lot of the other games they've played.
yeah, substantially so.
I know.
And usually they're able to close it out by the third quarter, so they'll definitely be
Heck
hoping
and
to
snow, man.
keep forcing turnovers, keep up the high-pressure defense, and converting on the offensive end. As
Right.
for the Tigers, they've been playing pretty decent defense I would say.
Yeah, I
And
think
they're just getting shut down on the offensive end from that high-pressure defense on the
Yeah,
Blazers.
that's
They aren't getting very many open looks, but Hood and Washington have created
Yeah.
really good drives, and Smiley on the fast break, as we saw that last play, really able to push the ball at speed, and they're definitely not giving this one up easily for the Blazers.
Yeah,
So
not by any means, and once again, it's 13 points. It's a fairly substantial margin, but anything can happen. So, depending on how the Tigers come out of the half, we could be seeing a 5-6 point game coming into the fourth quarter. That's really that's anybody's ball game.
And that's
So
if the Blazers definitely have to stay on top of their game like they have been in the first. So
yeah, Tigers just take it one shot at a time, chip away at that lead, and they theoretically could win, but we'll just have to see what happens.
And on the Blazers side, as for individual performers, Kelsey Du Bois has been dominating the boards as she has this whole season, and finishing on the inside, which is important. And I believe Peyton C had a couple great fast break layups and drives in the first quarter at least, and drew a lot of fouls. And Sierra Hines has hit 2 threes so far, and we'll definitely be looking to get more if the Tigers don't cover her on the outside. So
Right. Yeah, we will just see what happens, and we will be back now. We're going to take a short break, eat our Taco Bell, and we'll see you guys later.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the second half. Blazers have a 13-point lead.
Yep.
And excited to get back into this one.
Yeah, this should be a good second half. We'll see if the Tigers came out. They're dancing on the floor right now. They seem to be getting ready for this third quarter.
Warming up.
Yeah. We enjoyed our.
And that is a second buzzer for you guys.
Some technical difficulties here.
Just in case you missed the first.
In case you missed the first, we're keeping everybody on their toes. Yeah, and so here we go.
The clock has officially been started. We are into the second half.
Yeah, and
Ben, this game is one of those that could definitely be decided in the third. If the Blazers can get like a 20-point lead in the third, or if the Tigers can stay within.
Even a 21-point lead would do it as the Trailblazers start off with a
call for the travel there on the left wing.
Yeah, and obviously that's not quite how you wanted to start off. I would probably say, but
it's all right. As Hood brings the
all
ball up,
good.
The Tigers right now. Taking on Washington, hands it off to Washington for the Tigers.
Splendid defense there from
recovered by
Kelsey
Washington.
And
there's a lot of Washington going on, folks. As there's two Washingtons.
Yeah.
One on the Blazers, one on the Tigers.
And on an unrelated note, there is a lot going on in Washington as we are nearing a $900 billion
You're gonna get us in trouble.
Stimulus package. As the Trailblazers are now bringing the ball up the floor into the boys.
Finds the boys, and they are not slowing down, Ben.
And whoop-de-doo, that's a layup. That's what we like to see there from the Trailblazers.
That's what they say.
That is what they say.
And great court vision from all the Blazers there, honestly. They do not miss each other up on the court.
Yeah, that right there, that was much better than my vision.
Gets the steal.
I wear glasses.
He's averaging around 3 steals a game as well. I'm assuming most of those are just from being in good position in the post.
A tremendous pass there from Kelsey Du Bois, looking like Arvydas Sabonis.
So many players.
Yeah.
And Du Bois stays straight up. Cobb couldn't get the foul there on the layup. So Patterson brings the ball up the floor, kicks to Du Bois, thinking about the shot. Nice little fake there. Down to Patterson with a nice finish.
Yeah, looks like the Trailblazers have a new.
And Kelsey showing a lot of quickness off the first step on the dribble there.
The Trailblazers have come out extremely hot.
And down to Hines, finds him in the corner, drives left with a little floater.
Just a little short.
Recovers her own rebound.
Picks up the foul.
Good hustle from Hines there.
And the
and Ben, that's a good example of how hitting threes can open up opportunities on the inside, as she was able to make the Tigers bite on the shot fake.
Show enough. I mean, as Sierra goes through the line for 2.
Couldn't get the first. And the Blazers still have a 19-point. Am I doing my math right there? But please check for me. 19-point lead. Please tell me that's a 19.
That's correct.
Oh, let's go. And couldn't hit the second either. As Hood, the strong rebound there, not letting the Blazers behind.
Go defense!
Hood takes it left, tries to finish over Du Bois, but
unable to do so.
She's able to stay straight up and sets up a good foundation in the paint before going straight up.
Yeah, and Kelsey,
she's really good at avoiding fouls.
Yeah, I think it's from what I've noticed, she's always in position.
She plants herself before going straight up and doesn't give the refs a reason to foul.
Just right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, no, but she's always in position. She's always in the right spot, so she's never, struggling to get back.
Patterson with a nice finish in the paint there.
As the Trailblazers scored to interrupt my train of thought.
Sorry, Ben. That's a train that usually can't be stopped.
That's right. As
gets another steal, and Patterson goes for the layup.
Speaking of trains, Pete Buttigieg was nominated to be Transportation Secretary.
Benjamin.
The Biden administration.
I guess that's not it.
As a timeout was called.
And the Blazers with a 23-point lead.
We'll be going
23 reasons to be happy.
Here's a replay.
Nice steal from Patterson. And she's had a good third quarter so far, racking up the points on the fast break. So
and that replay was brought to you by Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, and the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
You can't out Pizza the Hut, folks.
No. And so, for anybody wondering, that was a TikTok reference. It's a TikTok sound, and sorry, this is probably really confusing for you guys listening because you can't hear our producers, but we can.
We can.
So we're kind of having a conversation with them, which we should probably stop doing. That's our fault.
Not that we like our.
Not that it's not the producer's fault. It's our fault for
We're just losing
directly
our train of thought.
responding to them. And we need to
Smiley
smile
couldn't
and
hold on to the
comment
ball
on the
there.
game.
Oh, Smiley gets a good look on the short corner.
As the Trailblazers will now bring the ball up with just they have a 21-point lead now.
Cena has the ball. Drives left. Oh,
Long finish.
yeah, draws a contact. I guess number 12 for the Tigers, Akers, did a good job of staying in one spot there. Smiley bringing it up the court for the Tigers.
High pressure again from the Trailblazers.
Yep.
C gets the steal.
It's another steal. She's so good at anticipating where the ball's going to be.
Yeah.
And she goes up for another shot, another layup. And Du Bois gets the rebound. Another offensive rebound for Du Bois. She's had, I don't know the exact number this game.
We're gonna call it a lot.
That it is.
As right
3 of the
there,
Blazers trapping right now.
Yeah. and
4. Oh, did they force it? No. But again, they're good at forcing the Tigers into those corners, which is very deadly because there's really no point of escape once you get trapped in those corners right there. And
Yeah, you can
Blazers
call
have active hands. You can't really get the ball out of there. So
yeah.
as
Sure.
Ania Washington has the ball. Oh, now to Hood.
Looking to get it inside.
Good, straight up.
They do, but Du Bois once again able to point herself and get the contest. You know, those aren't scored as blocks, but they really should be because they do about as much as Sierra takes the 3 and able to get it. And the Tigers are back now in transition.
Yep, Washington takes it very quickly to the rim. And
Pretty good defense there by Hines, but
good ball handling
not
from
quite good enough as
Washington
the
there.
Tigers were still able to.
Able to burst past Sierra. Oh, swings it to Washington, goes for 3. Oh, it doesn't go in, but it was close. And the Blazers really well rounded offensively. I mean, I can't think of a player on that roster that can't put up points.
Yeah, can't
when
hit
given the
shots,
opportunity.
yeah. And that's a nightmare for opposing defense because you can't really focus on any one person when everybody.
Du Bois gets
everybody can
another
contribute.
rebound, and she's bringing the ball back up the court. Finds Shea and C in the corner. As Washington brings the ball back up the court for the Tigers, goes for 3, couldn't quite hit it.
Look at you, Jordan.
But she has hit jumpers early in this game.
Good hands
And
there for the Tigers.
If the Tigers want any hope of getting back, they'll definitely need her to start hitting those jumpers. As Du Bois picks up another bucket.
And we said that this game would be probably determined in the third quarter, and it looks to be the case.
And Hood brings it up for a jumper. Good look, but just couldn't convert it. As up to C.
Nice move there from C. As Coach Blanton will call a timeout for the Trailblazers, presumably to get those subs in. As we have just over 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
And Abby Hannon and Ariane Sherrod will be going in for the Blazers. As we show the instant replay, great pass up court from Patterson there. And she's been doing that all game. All the Blazers have been doing that all game. They've been looking up court and able to finish on the other end.
That is correct. So.
And if you don't like that, Ben, you don't like Blazers basketball.
No, that's correct. I mean, if you don't like that, you don't like anything. So
that's an opinion.
Well, I'm full of them. So.
Now we are going into the last 2 minutes of the third with a 27-point deficit.
What?
No.
It's open to 27
Tiger.
points?
I think so, right? Is that what?
No, your math's right. I didn't even realize it.
Oh, okay.
So I need to pay better attention. This is my bad,
Man, you made
deserve
me.
better.
Wow. so true. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacob. As we will see the Tigers inbound the ball.
You are great.
If there's a boot on one of your tires, Jacob, it's because I left early and I put it there.
You can't hold down my 2014 Kia Rio. Nothing can hold that thing down. As the Tigers have the ball now, Hood up top to Akers. Smiley turned the ball over there.
Kind of reached up and took that thing out of the air.
Another foul drawn.
Yeah, but man, it's really been impressive to see Kelsey Du Bois, how she works in transition.
Yeah,
she's the
able
biggest person
to
on the
handle
floor
the
right
ball
now. Yeah.
and move it up, and has great court vision.
Right, just tosses it up there.
And again,
potentially 2 points.
and just as much credit should go to Hines, able to sprint up the floor and set herself up for those fouls or those easy twos.
As we see right there.
Nice that nice one-handed pass.
Yeah, but you know the Trailblazers, every time that there's
Hits the second.
every time that there's a turnover, they force. There's always runners. And there's always options for the person who has the ball. And that's what makes them such a successful transition team, and that's why we see a 28-point lead here.
Smiley has the ball for the Tigers in the high post, down to Cobb. And Hines with the deflection.
Indeed. Stellar defense there again from the Trailblazers. And Tigers will run a little play as they do. They get Hood the ball. She drives to the left, up. And
I think Sherrod will get caught there. And a strong take from Darren Hood for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was a good finish with, obviously, with the foul and under pressure.
See if she can get the and one.
You see in the background, Kenar Dafio's muscles.
Oh man, you can see those in the foreground.
Yeah, you can see those from outer space.
All the grounds. Kelsey Du Bois hits the jumper.
Hits the jumper in the corner.
A great transition there.
Yeah. I think he pivoted well from Kenar Dafio's muscles.
And Abby Hannon, a great job of just staying straight up there. The Tindley coach is asking for a foul there, but I thought that...
I thought that was good defense.
Yeah, I thought that Hannon planted herself very well on the block there.
Yeah.
And didn't swap down. So.
Right.
Oh, Patterson.
Thinking about it.
Could have definitely pulled there, but decides to move the ball around. Finds Du Bois down under. As Hannon recovers the rebound. Hines couldn't get the two there, but recovered by Du Bois. And that was a good offensive rebound from Hannon there.
Yeah,
to keep the possession alive.
Hines will be called.
Is that Hines' foul or is it Sherrod? Oh, it's a foul. It was Hines. It is on Hines. I couldn't tell which one of them reached.
Paying attention that time as the Tigers will inbound the ball now.
Hopefully you're paying attention all the time.
That is the hope.
Okay.
But
as Washington goes to the... Oh, couldn't quite get it, but Cobb recovers the rebound. Doesn't get it, and Hannon gets the rebound. Up to Patterson, up to Sherrod, goes for the three. And that was a long three-point attempt from Sherrod there, but gotta like the confidence.
Nice move.
Yeah. Through contact again.
Well done, little Euro step.
And again, I believe Darren Hood is the leading scorer this season for the Tigers, and she's definitely shown more of that in the second and third quarters. It's just hard to get your primary scorers going if you're not the Trailblazers, just due to the pressure.
Right. Yeah, and it's
can't get them the ball. And when you do get them the ball, they'll just get double teamed, and there's consistently good contests from all the Blazers there.
Right, as we come here with the last 10 seconds of this third quarter, Trailblazers play 17-point lead. But the boys spinning and picking up the foul. She is going up there, and this will be 2 shots. If you were at a Pacer game, you would hear 2 but we're not, so you don't. And Kelsey,
thank you for reminding us, man. I thought we were at a Pacers game.
Are the Pacers going to allow fans this year?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Irrelevant on this down topic as Kelsey is unable to convert the first, and now with a chance to make it a 18-point lead.
converts the second. 3 seconds remaining. See if the Tigers can get something last second here.
Everybody's okay. And even if it were good, it would not have counted as it was just a little too late. Moving now to the end of the third quarter.
As we move into the fourth, just like we were saying at halftime, that third's really important with the Blazers if they were able to pick up the lead, which they were able to, and now they can. Well, I doubt they will. They've never really. They always tend to push the lead even further, even when they have like a 20-point lead,
60.
In the third. So we can probably expect the same from the Blazers here, and all Tindley can do is hope to stop turning the ball over as much in transition. They have Washington and Hood have definitely gotten going a little more on the offensive end. So.
Yeah, and the Trailblazers have kind of, in a sense, picked their poison. You can allow a couple players to get going, but as long as the whole team doesn't score enough points, and you're still scoring more points than the other team, which they are, then
that's basketball.
Then everybody's happy, And like you were saying, I definitely anticipate the Trailblazers not letting up.
Yeah,
they did beat Anderson Prep by 80, so I don't think that 18 is going to be.
That's another thing.
Too much.
It's incredible that they're able to keep up that high pressure throughout the whole game,
right.
because that does take a lot out of you. Like pressing the entire game through is
pretty demanding.
Yes. So
girls, let's have some fun.
It's really impressive that they're able to do that through 4 quarters and do it well. So
yeah, for sure.
Because I know if I don't think I would be able to do that for 4 quarters in a game, especially.
No.
Running around that much and being on the transition.
I get tired from doing this, so there's no way I can do that. The Trailblazers were able to force the turnover there, and will bring the ball up now into DuBois.
She finds Hines in the corner, goes for 3. There's that one.
Not quite enough.
Recovered by Cobb for the Tigers as Hood is bringing the ball up the court.
Not quite enough mustard there.
Up to Smiley. To Cobb in the high post, who takes a dribble. A foul called, but
it's going to be on Hammond.
Yeah.
On the floor, I believe they said, yeah. So they will. Tigers will be inbounding the ball now.
As Hood finds Washington, who gets a nice open look on the right side.
Nice shot there.
She was able to find that top right corner of the glass. As Patterson brings the ball to the Blazers now. It's a Sherrod on the right-hand wing. Tries to get it to hand in the high post. Doesn't get there, but finds Sierra Hines on the other side of the wing.
Never a doubt right there. When she's open, she doesn't miss very often. So good. I think the Trailblazers would take that look every single day.
Yep. And they're still taking quick looks on the offensive end. Again, not taking the foot off the pedal.
Nice move.
Great fake from Sierra Hines there.
Turned on the spin cycle right there as she got the layup. And as we were saying, the Trailblazers have not let up whatsoever here in the first quarter.
Washington and C sub in for Sherrod and Hannon for the Blazers. They still have a 30-point lead with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the final quarter. Washington swings it to Patterson, to Hines, who's open in the corner. Surely we're looking to shoot. Yep. Oh, couldn't quite get the shot there.
Almost just rimmed out a little bit. We near 6 minutes to go here in this game. Hines, the defense up top, and looks like they're going to have a little bit of added pressure and then back out the Hood, and they will reset.
They're still picking up ball right when they cross half court, despite the lead, which I'm sure will help them in games that are tighter, just knowing that they're able to play like this still throughout the whole game.
I mean, I imagine this has to be a nightmare for opposing teams, just the constant pressure regardless if it's a close game or not. I mean, it's close game especially. It's
C recovers the ball there. And that was a good deflection from the Tindley defense.
Even when
Stop the fast break.
even when Tindley has scored, none of it's been easy. I mean, the Trailblazers have made everything difficult.
It's either steals, deflections, or contested shots, which is not as good as defense as you could ask for from an independent team. As they feed the ball, as C feeds the boys.
Good defense there from the Tigers inside.
Now Hood has the ball up top, guarded by Washington. And number 55, Jordan Williams from the Tigers, wasn't quite ready for the feed. That was a nice pass, though.
A little bit of a miscommunication there.
And I've definitely had a couple of those where in the 2-3, I usually play in the short corner, and sometimes I just wouldn't be prepared for a quick pass like that. So that happens.
It does. It's the boys.
Pass fake and into the dribble. And again, the ball handling from the boys is really impressive from the player in her position.
Yeah, it shows kind of every single player on this Trailblazer team can do pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You know, we see a guard and
as
C
top forces
second.
the turnover there for the turnover from the Blazers.
Right,
for the
but
Tigers.
a guard is second in rebounds. So we've seen Du Bois bring the ball up the floor, get assists in transition. So that can't be fun to deal with or to think about it when you're a coach.
Yeah, and the added height honestly helps with the
Court vision.
So it's really good for her to be capable of passing so well.
Right. Trailblazers passing on the top of the key to get the look they want.
And they find Hines again,
Yeah.
and she hits. Yeah. That's her third three of the game, I believe. Maybe fourth.
Third
or fourth three of the game for Hines. She has been hitting those throughout the season. I remember being a great shooter last season as well. So hopefully, as the season goes on, she'll be a consistent threat from beyond the arc for the Blazers. As they already have a lot of interior scoring from pretty much every other from.
Here we see the replay.
C. Patterson, Washington all have good driving capabilities, and Du Bois is obviously dominant in the paint.
Right.
And Hines even is great on the drive. As
Darren
Hood with a nice
shot.
Yeah, that was
Sounded nice.
that was water. That's what I
It
want.
was. Although water's not very wet, so.
Stop. We aren't starting that. Du Bois calling for the ball in the paint.
She wants it in the paint. Unable to get it to her. She rotates on the high post.
And Patterson looking for her now. But can't get what? Yeah, now she finds her. As Du Bois turns and looks for that right-handed, couldn't quite get it. As C gets her own rebound and finishes again.
They won't give up inside.
Yeah, and I gotta say, C. One thing for Ping and C, she's really good at finishing through contests and stuff and contact. Like she is not disrupted by the defense at all.
No.
Very consistent finisher. As Washington has the ball for the Blazers now. To Hines, to see in the corner, goes for three. Can't convert the three. As Washington, looking for the fast break pass to Smiley there, but a little too far away from Smiley.
Just out of the reach there.
And there's now a 32-point differential between these teams as we move into the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the fourth. Patterson now has the ball. It's Hines on the opposite wing. Tries to get it to the boys in the post. Couldn't quite get it to her. As the Tigers showing good pressure on defense here. Finds Patterson. Patterson goes for the three and hits.
Trailblazers, I believe, 6th three. As we see now 4 at the 2 substitution table for the Trailblazers.
And I gotta say again, the fact that all the Blazer guard, Patterson, Washington, C, and Hines have all shown that they're able to both drive and hit from the outside.
Right.
So it's just very, very hard team to deal with.
Take a look at it again.
Here we go, Blazer
Three in the
girls.
corner. There's, again, never a doubt. So we have a 30-second timeout for Trailblazers. It is now time for a reminder to get the $5 Chula box from our sponsor, Taco Bell. Once again, if anybody actually owns a Taco Bell.
And Ben, it's actually free with the download of the Taco Bell Rewards app, if you didn't know that.
I did not.
You did not know that, but now you do, and now our viewers do. Treat yourself
And a
to a
reminder,
Chalupa party
If
box.
the Trailblazers hit 100 points, you get a free Chalupa box.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's only for today's game, so you just have to hope for
We're gonna have to hope
36 more
for-
points tonight.
44? Or no, 34.
34, I'm sorry.
We're both terrible at that.
This is why we have calculators, ladies and gentlemen.
We don't.
But
We don't have them up here, though.
no, we don't have them up here. This is all,
We probably should.
honestly, all this math is done in the noggin, and that's where
Our
the
brilliant
problems
brains.
arise. As Hines brings the ball up the floor.
And that's good pressure from Washington for the Tigers there. You gotta wonder why they weren't doing that early. I guess they were doing that early. The Blazers are just really good at moving the ball around and not letting the pressure get to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's one of the.
the pressure here in the fourth quarter has been a little bit higher than,
Yeah, for sure.
and it's interesting, and
And
maybe just a late adjustment that.
and a lot of new faces in for the Blazers.
Yeah.
As Sherrod gets the rebound up to Alum,
Riva
but it's stolen by Washington and brings the Tigers to 35 points. Might be too little, too late.
yeah.
But I'm glad they haven't stopped competing though in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's
They're still going strong towards the bucket and
mhm.
pressuring the Blazers on
Yeah.
defense. They're not,
both,
yeah.
both teams have not let up.
Yeah, as Washington gets an open look for three and hits.
Yeah.
And Washington and Hood have both had great scoring outputs this game, honestly. Despite in the face of such great defense for the
Right,
Blazers. So
Really a top class defense.
Yeah.
Trailblazers.
as Becky Williams gets the ball, kicks it out to Hines. Couldn't get that three there, but it was a good look and a good kick out from
Jump ball
Williams
possession
there.
is going to stay with the Trailblazers as we near the end of this game. 66-38 to score with 55 seconds remaining. And there's a replay there of that three on the last possession. Hines will inbound the ball.
Get open, get open.
You can hear Nancy Webster yelling at the team to get open, as Sherrod does. Oh, couldn't quite convert the three there. And Washington pushing the ball up quickly for the Tigers.
Good
Couldn't get the
transition
finish there,
defense
And Hannon, as she
Yeah.
hustles back up. Couldn't quite get set there.
Yeah.
But you gotta appreciate the hustle there, as she got right back up and contested again. So.
Yeah. These
And,
fouls going to be on Hannon there.
and I gotta say, Hannon's been playing really well defensively. She no easy shots in the post when she's there.
Foul.
So, and that's really good for this Blazers team to have
Right.
another interior presence like other than the boys.
Right. For sure. The Trailblazers pick it up surely as we near the end of this game.
And yeah, the Tigers seem to be letting up a little bit on the pressure here. Never mind. Up. And yep, gets the steal up to Washington. She get another couple fast break points, and wow, Washington's been able to get a lot more points in this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
From all over the place, from the fast break, from the half court, and from beyond the arc. So kudos to her for sure.
Indeed, as we have just 2 seconds left, inbound the ball.
All right, Blazers.
And that is a very high quality victory there for the Trailblazers, 66-42.
As they move on to 8-0 on the season.
All right, Blazer girls.
Very strong showing from them.
By the definition of being undefeated, they could not have asked for a better start to this year.
And not a lot of mistakes to talk
no.
about, Ben, from their side.
No, not really. I mean, just a lot of really good things.
Yeah, and props to the Tigers. They did not give up
No,
in
not at
that
all.
in the last even with that now 24-point deficit. And
Right. I mean,
even when it was at 30, they really kept the pressure up and kept going to the bucket.
this is a really high quality team. I mean, these Trailblazers, you saw it. This is a really, really great team. So it was nice to see this game. I see the Trailblazers. It's our second to last before winter break. Finals here at University High School ended today, so
Yep.
you should. Anybody?
I mean, I
anybody-
wouldn't. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Do you still have finals to take? You don't.
I have one tomorrow morning.
Good luck for that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's not fun, but if you know a Trailblazer,
it's so fun.
text them. Congratulate them on a good finals week.
Yep.
Um,
And even better game.
yep.
So, Thank you guys for watching.